Hey everybody, my name is Angeline Smith, or you can call me Angel. My pronouns are she and her. I live in Somerset, Kentucky, which is the Lake Cumberland area. Some of you may have heard of that. And we are Eastern Standard Time Zone here. A little bit about me: I love to read. I have a huge book collection. They're my favorite decoration for my house. And I love being an aunt. I have 10 nieces and nephews and one great nephew. Um, as far as professionally, I am a case manager with Somerset Mental Health. I have been doing that for about the last 3.5 years, and my favorite clients to work with are typically teenagers. I also really enjoy leading groups. As far as practicum last year, I did it with another side of our company that is called Ethos. They work with clients who have intellectual disabilities. Most of the clients are on the waiver program. They provide behavior supports or therapy and case management for those clients. I got to learn a whole lot about the waiver programs here in Kentucky during that practicum. That's something I didn't know a whole lot about before. How to qualify, how someone obtains the waiver program, the process for evaluations and such, and then about the different services that are offered once they have the waiver, like the supports for community living or the Michelle P. waiver. I did a lot of going out on home visits and visiting like the adult day training centers while I was in that practicum. And I got to learn a whole lot about all the precautions they take with those clients to make sure that they still have their rights intact, the right to do what they want and make sure that nobody takes advantage of them. I got to sit on some different committees that help make sure that that is possible. I learned a lot from that practicum about things like the waiver program and about working with clients that maybe I'm not quite used to working with. I don't really think it's where I want to spend my time professionally, but I definitely have a very big appreciation for people who do. Currently, I am doing an on-the-job practicum with Somerset Mental Health. I'm a case manager there, but for practicum, I will be focused mostly on the therapy side of things. I will be carrying my own pro bono caseload for therapy. I'm actually doing my very first intake and seeing my very first pro bono client next week. I'll also be leading some groups with the school systems and possibly helping out with our transition to electronic health records. So far throughout school and practicum, I feel like I've learned a whole lot about building rapport with clients and about assessing for different things that we want to help them with. And I feel like I've learned a lot about the connection between micro and macro. That's something that I don't think I paid a whole lot of attention to before, learning how one influences the other and those kinds of things. I feel like I could still use a lot of help with learning some of the specifics about different treatment modalities. That's something I'm hoping to learn about this semester, especially family therapy. And I feel like I could use a lot of practice with the evidence-based practice process that we've been talking about so far. I feel like that's something that I don't have as much exposure to or experience with as I would like to. And it's something that I feel like is definitely important. So I think a couple of you have mentioned being nervous about research this semester, and I'm right there with you. So fingers crossed we're going to make it through together. Nice to meet you all.